In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made, without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. This opening to John's Gospel introduces Jesus not by his birth, but by his eternal identity as the Logos, the divine Word. He is presented as co-eternal with God and the very agent of creation, the source of all life and spiritual light. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify concerning that light, so that through him all might believe. He himself was not the light, he came only as a witness to the light. The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world. And though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. John the Baptist's role is clarified. He is the signpost, not the destination. His purpose is to point humanity towards Jesus. This passage also introduces the tragic theme of rejection, even as it offers the profound promise of adoption into God's family through faith. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. For the law was given through Moses. Grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God, but the one and only Son, who is himself God and is in closest relationship with the Father, has made him known. This is the doctrine of the Incarnation. The eternal, divine Word took on a human body, bridging the gap between the divine and the material. Jesus is the ultimate revelation of God, superseding the law of Moses with the fulfillment of grace and truth. Now this was John's testimony when the Jewish leaders in Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to ask him who he was. He did not fail to confess, but confessed freely, "I am not the Messiah." The next day John saw Jesus coming toward him and said, "Look, the Lamb of God, who takes away the sin of the world. This is the one I meant when I said, 'A man who comes after me has surpassed me because he was before me.'" John the Baptist publicly declares his subordinate role and identifies Jesus with the sacrificial title, Lamb of God, foreshadowing Jesus' atoning death for the sins of humanity. The next day John was there again with two of his disciples. When he saw Jesus passing by, he said, "Look, the Lamb of God." When the two disciples heard him say this, they followed Jesus. One of the two was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. The first thing Andrew did was to find his brother Simon and tell him, "We have found the Messiah," and he brought him to Jesus. Jesus looked at him and said, "You are Simon, son of John. You will be called Cephas," which, when translated, is Peter. The calling of the first disciples begins. It's a chain reaction of testimony and seeking. Jesus demonstrates his divine authority by renaming Simon to Peter, signifying his foundational role in the future church. The next day Jesus decided to leave for Galilee, finding Philip. He said to him, "Follow me." Philip, like Andrew and Peter, was from the town of Bethsaida. Philip found Nathanael and told him, "We have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." Nazareth. Can anything good come from there? Nathanael asked. "Come and see," said Philip. When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said of him, "Here truly is an Israelite in whom there is no deceit." "How do you know me?" Nathanael asked. Jesus answered, "I saw you while you were still under the fig tree before Philip called you." Then Nathanael declared, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Jesus' omniscience is revealed when he sees Nathanael under the fig tree, a symbol of peace and study of the Torah. This divine insight shatters Nathanael's skepticism and leads to one of the chapter's great confessions of faith. Jesus said, "You believe because I told you I saw you under the fig tree. You will see greater things than that." He then added, "Very truly I tell you, you will see heaven open, and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." The chapter concludes with a powerful promise. Jesus references Jacob's ladder, presenting himself as the true bridge, the sole mediator connecting heaven and earth. He is the ultimate point of contact between God and humanity, and his followers are promised a glimpse into this divine reality.